this is going to be a bit of a new type of video for me, and that's why it's also being uploaded to my second channel. So welcome to the first ever video of the Stamio second channel. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this video, but the best way to find out is just to try it. So I've gone back to episode 10 and looked through the comments, and I found two that I want to reply to in a video format. And after that, we'll also have a look at the machines we built in episode 11, and I'll try to explain it to the best of my abilities. Now, the first one, which I got for a few different people, is that I should build something for the track here on the backside. And like you can see, I've already moved it from what it was earlier, where it was hugging the mountainside up the complete way. And yes, I do have some plans to fix this up, as this is really ugly. And that over there is also flying. So what I'm going to be doing during the month of January, I'm going to be streaming a whole lot more in this world, aiming for 3 times a week, and I will be doing so over on YouTube. And we're going to be working on certain projects, such as the one right behind us here, and a few other ones which I've planned, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. While I don't have any exact bridge ideas for this one, there's going to be a lot of awesome terraforming, and I'm hoping to learn a bit on how to make good looking train tracks, because so far mine haven't been the best. And now the other comment, which isn't exactly a question, but I thought I'd talk about it anyways, and that is, I don't know which I like more, 1.20 hardcore or create. And I've not really talked about it that much, but I won't be continuing my hardcore series, at least not for the time being, and probably not for the foreseeable future. I actually do plan to have some hardcore aspects in my next create world, but I won't be bringing back the old 1.20 hardcore world. Because if you only watch my create videos, you might not know that I actually started out making hardcore videos. And I started this create world here behind me to have something else to do during the summer, as I didn't want to get burnt out on my hardcore world. And well, now it's kind of taken over and has become the main thing. And I won't sit here and say that the views I've been getting on create videos compared to other ones haven't affected how much I enjoy create. I of course really enjoy the mod, and that's the main reason for me doing it, but the views is always a nice touch. But I hope that clears up, and if you're missing a hardcore series, don't you worry. There will be one coming soon. And that's all the comments I had planned for this video. And if you want to leave a comment and maybe have me answer it, then you can do that in the comments of this video or on the main video on the main channel. So let's start over here. There isn't too much to say about the power source. That's being taken from my steam power plant, and it's coming up from the ground here, which is powering a display board. As on the side here is the one and only machine that I have in this little area now, with the plans to add a few more if I need it. So this works from very simple create mechanic, that there's some encased fans in the back here, that in front of them has a soul campfire, water, a normal campfire, and lava. Lava blasts stuff, so that would be putting items in a furnace, such as glass or ores. The campfire smoke stuff, so that would be the items that could go into a smoker, such as food. The water adds a bunch of new recipes, like you can uncolor glass, or you can wash concrete powder into concrete. And then the bulk hunter basically lets you turn certain blocks into other ones. For example, you can turn sand into soul sand. And then I have some chutes that will drop items out of shulker boxes at the top here, and then I have to put some filters on the bottom here still. Now, if you add an item such as stone to an attribute filter, you can do can be smelted, and then you can put it on the deny list. But that's going to have an issue, as certain items can be smelted twice, like cobblestone, and I'm not sure if they will go through. So if you want to make sure that that doesn't happen, then you're going to have to use normal list filters and just add all the items that you want it to export. I hope I'm doing an okay job of explaining, but there's countless guides from some other creators if you're still having a tough time. And there's also this wonderful thing from Create Mod itself, which you can just hold W on any item and it will explain it 10 times better than I'm ever able to. But this is my building factory, and it's creating terracotta, sand, and gravel for me. So I'm gonna start at the top end, and this part I'm not really sure myself. This is a cobblestone generator by Batsy von Fangies, and it's a really lag efficient design, and I absolutely love it. And it also works in the newer versions of Create. At least I think so. I'm still on older ones, but I think it works. I'm not going to go into detail on how it works, but it's a cobblestone generator, and you can see Batsy's video if you want to know how it works. The cobblestone then gets transported out and into this big vault over here, which is exported over here, where I can get cobblestone if I ever need that. But it also gets split into 2 different mini vaults. These vaults act as buffers, and if you have mods such as storage jars, you can use those as well. I don't, but that doesn't stop you from using them. So this right here is the gravel line, where cobblestone goes out, gets crushed once. As if you crush cobblestone once, you get gravel. That then just travels along the belt and finally gets put over into the vaults. Sand and terracotta is a little more complicated, as first you crush the cobblestone into gravel, and then you crush the gravel into sand. Crushing the gravel also gives you flint and clay balls. The sand goes straight forward and over and into the sand vault. If we jump down here, you will see that the clay enters this vault over here, and then it gets pushed down into this basin, and this basin has a metal press above it, which compacts it into clay blocks. The flint goes directly into lava, as I don't really need flint. These clay balls then get flung over to here, and using some fans with lava, get smelted into terracotta. And here's a tip if you want to save stress units. Fans at max speed and fans at a low speed doesn't change how long an item takes to smelt. So you could technically have a fan at speed 1 and one at 256, and it would still take just as long. The only thing that changes is the range, and I think maybe the speed of the items that it pushes. But if you add a second fan, which I've done over here, it will smelt a little faster. And from that gets put into the vault, and I can take it out over here. And this is where this factory gets a little bit complicated. I have some redstone down here, as when the sand vault fills up, I want to turn all of the sand into clay. Because if you didn't know, if you wash sand, you have a 25% chance of getting clay. So that's when it comes over to the logic gates I have over here. So these are checking how full these are. This one turns off the gravel, and this one turns off the sand and turns on the clay. And this one is actually set to deactivate when it's full, as when that deactivates, it activates this chute up here, allowing the sand to fall down and get washed into clay. And then I have some logic set up here. So this one indicates that the sand is full, and therefore this torch is off. And when the terracotta is full, this one will turn off, which means this thing will turn off. And that redstone link over there is connected to this one. So when this one turns off, it will power this torch here, which will power this clutch, and the belt and the crushers and everything will stop spinning. It will save me from lag. On and off switches are always good. And then this second logic gate here is just the same thing, but it also includes the cobblestone. So once all of them are full, this one will turn off, which in turn will turn off both the cobblestone farm up here and all of the machines from this one. And yep, that's really it. Now, I've got no clue if anything what I've just said just made sense, and if it didn't, please let me know in the comments on how I could improve. And this is going to be my last upload of 2023. Along with the main video, of course. And this has been an amazing year. And I want to take this time here just to say a massive thank you to all of you that hopped over here to the second channel to view this video, and to everyone that supported me throughout 2023. It's been an insane year where I've gone from less than 300 subscribers to over 35,000, and that's, to me, is still nuts. I'm hoping to make 2024 even better, especially with me going full-time when the summer comes around, and I'm so excited. But that's it for me, and I've forgotten my outro. Oh my god.